Happy New Year, Ken. Happy 2022.
2022 is here. I am excited. How
It
about you?
is.
Are you excited?
It's exciting. I got a question for you. Are you making a resolution as an affiliate marketer this year?
Yes and no. Yes and no. No, because I'm not going to make the typical resolutions that people associate with the new year, but I am making a commitment. A commitment. So I guess it's a resolution, but this is more of a long-term commitment to really focus and put more energy and effort into my business. Yes, I am.
Yes.
How about
I,
you?
I don't I don't like to make resolutions, but like I'm gonna pick a word for this year. Undeviating.
Un-
Showing no undeviating. Showing no deviation, to be consistent and to be constant and steady in your actions. In my actions as an affiliate marketer.
I like that. I like that. I think having that commitment and taking the necessary actions and not deviating from your plan, because planning, as we know, is so important. We talked about that in a previous episode. And saying, yeah, exactly. Like Gary is pointing at his focus sign. That's key. And as we grow as affiliate marketers, both Gary and I, we're even more resolute in acknowledging that focus is so important and sticking to your plan and working that plan and not deviating from that plan. And I think it's a wonderful strategy to implement going into the new year. It's a fresh start for everyone. So let's make that resolution to undeviate.
I like the way you put it. Let's make a commitment. Let's make the commitment to growing our business. And, here on the Affiliate Files, we tell you the truth about making money online. And we talk about you can start as a side hustle.
Mhm.
So be consistent and commit to that side hustle and commit to the act of that side hustle becoming a business. Because we've talked about this on the channel too, on the podcast. You can see I'm in YouTube mode. I was just doing YouTube videos over at 30-minute marketing. So here on the podcast, and of course on the YouTube channel as well, the Affiliate Files, if you're watching on YouTube, but if you're listening on the podcast, which I think the majority of folks do, the affiliate marketing industry is a $12 billion industry globally. $12 billion. Now, I'm no Elon Musk, but I think I could live off a piece of that 12 billion.
Yes, I just want a crumb. I just want a crumb of
I'll
that
just
12
I'll just
billion.
take a little shaving of your crumb.
Yeah, that's all I want. And I firmly believe, and I learned this from the corporate world, from one of my chief operating officers at COO, and he told me that the pie only gets bigger, and that's the mentality. And this we're talking about. He told me this I don't know how many decades ago, so that goes to show you how old I am. But he told me that, and it's really stuck with me. And that's the kind of mindset that I think as an affiliate marketer we all have to have, because if you think that the pie is only getting smaller, that the more people are coming in means less crumbs and less shavings for you, then that you're starting off on the wrong foot. You have to realize that what Gary said, the professor said $12 billion. It's only going to grow, and it's going to get bigger and bigger. And the only way that you're going to get that crumb or that slice or that shaving is by you making that resolution, making that commitment to sticking to your business, and just knowing that's the little things, just these little actions, these micro actions that you're going to be taking in 2022 to build your business. And even if you're doing this and you're closely going full time, just those little actions compounding daily is what's going to help you get a larger piece of that pie, that the larger crumb, so to speak.
For sure. Just think about being consistent, going back to that undeviating,
Yeah.
having a plan, creating content, adding leads to an email list, emailing those leads is going to turn into commissions out of that $12 billion globally. So, just to keep you on track, to remain focused, to help you maintain your focus, some more key statistics as we are here now in 2022, it's estimated that 80% of brands have affiliate programs. Think about that. 80% of brands. That's like everything that you touch from your phone to, like if I take a drink of water from this tumbler, if you're listening on the podcast, I'm holding up a tumbler. If this is a certain brand of tumbler that I believe in, I could just mention this in my content or on my YouTube channel, and people would buy this because, it's the thing that I use. It's the one that I recommend. And I hear a lot of times people wonder if they can monetize something that they enjoy, something they like, a hobby, something they're passionate about. 80% of brands have affiliate programs. 80%. You're going to be able to find a piece of that $12 billion dollars in that 80%, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. That's and I didn't even realize that that was a percentage. That is a crazy amount of affiliate programs, and I guess they call that micro influence. And I think it's a really a sound, to me, a really sound strategy for the companies because you have people out there spreading the word. But like Gary had mentioned, if there's something that you enjoy doing and you're passionate about, this is a perfect way because you're pretty much 8 out of 10 chances. You got an 80% shot that there's going to be a program, an affiliate program that you can promote, that you believe in the products and the services. And that's a really excellent way to start your side hustle. And I think that to me just really opens the door. Now, to me, that's like one of those mind blown moments where I think people can now realize, and I hope you guys are realizing the potential that's out there for each and every one of us. But you got to get started. You gotta remain focused, and you have to stick to your plan that you hopefully have at least started thinking about over the holidays. I hope some of you guys have, and are ready to implement and hit the ground running in 2022 this year.
Yeah. So the key to being consistent, first and foremost, is to have a plan. And if you don't have a plan, myself and Ken here at the Affiliate Files, if you go to theaffiliatefiles.com, or if you're here on the YouTube channel, there's a link below that'll lead you over to a free plan. It's going to set you up with exactly what you need to do. First and foremost, again, with the right mindset. And mindset is key to being consistent. It's being in the right mindset. It's making up your mind, literally telling yourself, I am going to do this. Commit to the plan.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've talked about this probably, I don't know how many episodes ago, but Gary and I are big, we're big believers in discipline, and that discipline is key. That discipline outweighs motivation. In fact, discipline leads to motivation because when you have the discipline to wake up when it's cold, to go do what it is that you love to do, even if you don't feel like doing it, but you have that ability to stay to be disciplined and actually do the action. Once you start doing it, that's when you feel that motivation, like, oh yeah, this is great. Because I can't tell you how many times I wake up and I'm like, it's cold, I don't want to get out of bed, but I need to get out of bed because I want to put together this content that's going to help somebody. And once I start doing it, I feel so much better doing it. And I feel more motivated to do more and help more and give more value to my audience.
Yeah. If you need some more motivation to find that discipline and maintain it, another statistic for you: affiliate marketing spending is projected to grow by over 10% in the next couple of years. So you just heard that you have a 10% better chance of making more money inside of that $12 billion dollars. I
Wow.
mean, it adds up ridiculous. I mean, the numbers. And the truth is, here at the Affiliate Files, we're not telling you that you're going to make $12 billion dollars, not even, 1% of 12 billion. But the percentages stack up in your favor when you get consistent, when you find a plan, when you create a plan, even as simple as a side hustle of going and finding one of those products you believe in, that 80% of brands out there, 80% of the brands that you use have an affiliate program. So simply just going to Google and saying affiliate program for the brand that you love, find that affiliate program, registering for that affiliate program, and then just the commitment to recommend that product and put your link in that recommendation. It is just that simple.
Yeah, and what I find that's really interesting is that there's so much opportunity out there, and everyone's kind of jumping in, and they're all excited because it's like, again, this is a new year, so everyone's excited. Everyone wants to get rolling. but the percentage of people that actually follow through and have the discipline and focus to implement their plan, if you can implement over a longer period of time and be consistent about doing it, that's where you win. You win by being consistent and outworking your competitors. But at the same time, too, I think one of the things that Gary had mentioned was about mindset is the ability for you to remain focused and kind of tune out the noise and not compare yourself to others. I think that's another thing that, if you are going to start your affiliate marketing journey in 2022, that just remember that everyone has to learn and everyone learns on a different timetable and everyone is trying to get to the same goal, but we all take different paths to get there. And it's important for you to remain focused on you and what you're doing rather than focusing on what everyone else is doing. Because at the moment you start comparing yourself to others, that's when you're going to get derailed and that's when you get sidetracked. And I think that's where I think a lot of affiliates need to understand is that if it was so easy, then everyone would be doing it. It's not, it's simple, but it's not easy. That's the difference. And the simplicity of the plan and working that plan and being consistent, and that's what's going to separate you from everyone else.
Yeah, undeviating,
Undeviate.
undeviating from your plan. No
Yeah.
matter what the new hot thing is, no matter what the latest and greatest thing happening over on the TikToks or the new YouTube shorts or the new crypto that you heard about, or there's a new social media, or you just saw in a Facebook group that somebody's making, $1,000 a day from whatever it is they're doing. That's not if that's not your plan, then don't let it deviate you from your plan. Don't let it distract you. Okay? And here's another statistic when we're talking about if it was easy, everyone would be doing it. Nearly 65% of affiliate marketers worldwide generate traffic by Ken, can you guess what that traffic source is that 65% of affiliate marketers worldwide are using?
Blogging.
100%. Nearly 65% of affiliate marketers worldwide generate traffic by blogging alone. This is 2022, folks. That statistic is a key statistic for 2022 for affiliate marketing trends. Trends, that means it's on the rise. That means it is being used right now in 2022. And I guarantee you, everyone listening to this podcast or watching on the YouTube channel, a high percentage of you believe that blogging is dead.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's one of the I think that's like one of the biggest, I guess, I don't know, myths out there. It's same thing when people say that email marketing is dead or email is dead. And I know it's like for me, it's I just look at it as clickbait. But when you think about it, we use YouTube. And in the beginning, I know that both of us were probably like, "Oh, I don't know about YouTube. I don't want to be on camera. I don't know what I don't like the sound of my voice." Whatever the case may be. Now we just love being on YouTube because for us, like for us, we've realized it's the fastest way for us to get ranked for specific search terms and queries, and we can get our message out. We can build our brand a lot faster. We can build trust a lot quicker by doing videos. But for those of you who don't want to do it, and you're like, "I don't wanna be on camera, I just don't." Blogging, 65%. That's a huge amount of people for something that people are saying is dead. It is not dead, it is alive. Don't believe the headlines, don't believe it. Go in there, get started, be consistent, start small, and build upon what you've started. And Gary and I we're just talking about this on our pre-podcast conversation. We're talking about blogging. And it's just amazing to hear that statistics because it just reminded me about the possibilities that are out there. YouTube is not the only way to do it, and we know that. But for other people, it could be blogging, it could be forums, it could be social media, whatever it is out there. There's so many different opportunities to generate traffic and to find your audience and really find your voice that you just have to be open and willing to put the time and commitment to building that.
Yeah, because I know for me, I love the power of YouTube in my business, but I also know that if I'm looking for certain things, lots of times I'm not in a position to watch and or listen to a YouTube video
Yeah.
or wait for the point.
Right.
Whereas if I find something that's written that answers my question for a particular topic, and I think this is, when you talk about picking your niche, you have to understand the type of media that you want to pick
Yep.
for that niche. And a lot of that is sort of what's happening right now, but you can also look at it and go, if there's success on a blog, I could take that over to YouTube. If there's success on YouTube, I could take that over to a blog. And with that statistic, I mean, 65% of affiliate marketers worldwide generate traffic by blogging alone. I mean, there is absolutely, in my mind, no reason you can't blog alone and be a successful affiliate marketer.
Yeah. And again, that sign above Gary, that answers the question right there is focus. Stay focused, stick to your strategy and implement. It's kind of like an overused term to just say take action, but it is so true. I mean, you just have to do it. I don't know what else to say, is just do it. And in the beginning, it's not going to be perfect. Obviously, nothing ever is, but only by doing the blogging or making the video or posting in forums and answering questions. Only by doing it do you build up that experience. And that's the only way. There's no way to shortcut anything. You've got to put in the time. There's always going to be growing pains, and you just have to stay focused. That's the key. That is really the key. Focus.
It is. And we talked about building a brand and building relationships as an affiliate marketer. So check this statistic out. Trends show 74% of US online shoppers check multiple affiliate websites before deciding on a purchase. So what's that tell me? That tells me people are out there looking probably for a good deal,
Yep.
but also looking for multiple recommendations and different ways the product is being used, really being used before they purchase it, to get real life experience or to understand, hey, is this product going to do what I want to do as the person that I am when they give me this information? Because a lot of times as an affiliate marketer, your message resonates with the person because they connect with you. So they connect with you and they go, okay, for example, if somebody wants to buy a chair and they know that, they know me, and throughout the course of getting to know me, they realize that I'm 6'2" and I weigh 270 pounds. If I recommend a chair, they know that chair fits them if they're the same size, right?
Absolutely.
So, I mean, think about that in building a relationship and building your brand as an affiliate.
Yeah. And I can use a personal example. When we were looking for a bicycle for my son, I did the research. I probably watched 3 or 4 different types of YouTube videos talking about the best bikes for, beginners, to start riding their bikes. And I think I watched a number of videos, and I read maybe 3 articles. And based off of the information that I got, the one that gave me the most information and the best recommendation was the one I ended up buying from. I literally, and as an affiliate marketer, I was like, you know what? This is great information. I love how they explained it. I could understand the pros and cons of this as opposed to the video, which basically didn't have any narration. It was just giving me the top bikes. I clicked on their link and I said, you know what? For the work that you put in, the amount of value you gave me, you deserve this commission. Like seriously, boom, here you go. This is the bike that we're buying right now because of your recommendation. And the bike is everything that we thought it would be. And my son loves it.
Right. And that content was created from the simple fact of the person had a plan to create that type of content. They didn't deviate from the plan. They stayed consistent and they get the content out there.
Yep.
You know, I
Yep.
mean, one piece of content is not going to make you, but one piece of content could break you simply because the fact that you weren't consistent in creating that one piece,
Yep.
you know? So when you think about like the growth of our YouTube channels from 0 to, both of us are in that 7 to 8,000 subscriber range now
Hmm.
over the course of 2 years. Well, that never would have happened if we haven't stuck to the plan that we created to create a specific type of content and be consistent in that content. So
Yeah.
it's no different in any plan that that you decide to use. You just have to pick the plan. And I'm not going to tell you, like, I love that statistic about the 65% of traffic comes from just a blog alone, because I know in 2022, my focus is over at my other brand is to just specifically grow the blog as a traffic source to go along with the YouTube channel. But it's a standalone traffic source because it's a different type of content than the type of sort of micro niche that I'm in right now on the YouTube channel. But under the umbrella of it becoming an authority site, the brand itself, it makes sense to just focus on that as a plan to build out that blog, you know? So I just have to commit. I have to commit and I have to understand that this is the plan. I'm not going to deviate from it, undeviating, and I'm going to do it for a year.
Yeah.
And this is, you know, a big hurdle for a lot of people is a year is a long-term commitment. But think about that in the scope of the other commitments you've made in your life.
Right.
1 year is nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. And I guess I've always thought to myself that when we look ahead at time frames and we think, gosh, a year is so long. I can't believe I'm going to be doing this for a year. This is crazy. But then the year goes by and you look back, you're like, wow, that went by quickly. I can't even believe that. And it's always true that people look forward to the new year and they think it's such a long year. It's going to be a long year this year, typing out blog articles. And then we got to come back to this episode because I'm going to ask you, how did it go? And you're going to probably say, the year just blew by, Ken. It blew
Yeah.
by.
Well,
Isn't that weird?
the truth is I'm not going to be doing the affiliate files anymore because I'm gonna be too busy swimming in my own money. But yeah, yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, when you think about your life, no matter how old you are, and you think about 1 year, you're like, man, that's like the longest time ever.
Yeah.
But by the time you do something for a year and you commit to it and you're consistent with it, you're just doing it on autopilot. You're not even thinking about it.
Yeah.
And like somebody's going to like ask you, you know, well, what are you doing today? Oh, today's blog day, right? I gotta knock out that blog. For example, the affiliate files, going back to creating content and staying consistent, you know, Ken Furukawa Marketing, 30-minute marketing, our YouTube channels, we're consistent. You know what I mean? It's like we're over there putting out the content and staying consistent. The affiliate files, you guys, and thank you very much for finding us in 2021 and being here with us in 2022. We've done 31 episodes. 31 episodes. That's 31 weeks.
Yeah.
I mean, by this time next year, when we do the New Year's version of the affiliate files, which will be way more special than this,
We're gonna
I
have
mean,
fireworks.
yeah, I mean, we're going to be in the hundreds of episodes.
Yeah. Yeah. To even think about that just kind of blows your mind to the level of consistency. But as the professor had mentioned earlier, you got to get started. And I think the hard part with a lot of things that are new is just getting adjusted to doing it. And I think even just thinking about starting up a blog, I think to myself, wow, that's such a commitment to sit there and write these articles and research them and put them all together. But when you think about it, once you can create some kind of routine, like like he was saying, the blog day, or blog days or what specific times that you're going to be doing this, once it becomes part of your life and part of your routine, it doesn't become anything. It's not a big deal. And I think just getting overcoming that mental hurdle of actually doing it and knowing what to do. I think the challenge for a lot of people. But once you overcome that, you're like, you look back, you're like, what, that wasn't so bad at all. Now it's just me, expanding and staying focused, and then later on expanding on my content. I mean, I think that's what's going to happen to you. In the beginning, you're going to be like, oh man, okay, well, here we go. Here's blog number one. It seems like such a far, goal. But then I know once you get through like maybe the first 3 or 4, you're like, oh, this is not so bad at all. I know exactly what I'm going to do now and how I'm going to do it. And that's the whole failing forward aspect of being an affiliate marketer.
Yeah, it's funny, you know, it's just like anything that at first it hurts, like if you start exercising or start doing a different type of exercise or, anything, or like if you've committed to maybe going back to school or whatever, or you're like, man, like this hurts when you first start, you know what I mean? But then after you start doing it and then it comes to the end, you're like, well, now what do I do with my time? You
Yeah.
know, like I remember when I finished my last degree, I was like, I took on the challenge and I did it. And then 2.5 years and I got my degree and I was like, it ended. And it was like, okay, now what do I do with all that extra time? well, I started a business. I started affiliate marketing is what I did.
Yeah.
But, because I was like at a loss for like, I need something to do. Right.
Yeah.
Like before I thought I didn't have any time. And now I'm like, well, I still had time when I was doing that. Now I have all kinds of extra time
Yeah.
and I missed it. I missed doing the research to do the papers, to do the presentations. You know what I mean? The schedule that I was on of meeting up with the other classes or the other classmates and going to the lectures and stuff. Now it was all online, but that's what we're doing here. It's the
Mhm.
same thing. It's like if me and Ken don't meet up once a week to do the affiliate files, I'm like, what am I going to do with that? Right?
Yeah.
Like what I mean? It's already in my schedule every week, the affiliate files. Boom. It's like I don't even think about it anymore.
Yeah. It's just part of what we do. It's part of who we are. And for me, I feel the exact same way. If I look at my 90-day, 20-day planner, I've got the affiliate files penciled in or marked in on the wall every Friday. There it is. It's or sometime during the week we're going to be doing it, but I know that we are committed to doing it, and we're going to stick to that plan to provide you guys with as much valuable content as we can, because we're all about speaking the truth, right? We're here to talk the truth, speak the truth. I'm showing my shirt, Gary's showing his shirt, and we really want to help you guys as much as possible. So we definitely appreciate you guys tuning in, and give us some suggestions on things that you'd be interested in us covering. We'd love to hear some feedback from you guys.
For sure. My word of 2022, undeviating.
You want a word from me?
No, you don't need to give me a word. I
I've got
know
no word.
because your word is you're just going to be committed to growing the brand, building brand believers. That's what Ken's going to be working on in 2022. And with that, I just want to say happy new year.
Happy
Thank
New
you
Year.
for thank you for everything. Thank you for following us. Thank you for coming along. Please, if you get any value from this, just share it with other people that want to learn the truth about making money online as an affiliate marketer. Share the affiliate files, the podcast, the YouTube channel. Share out the videos, social media, let your grandma know about it because hey, grandmas may be into affiliate marketing. 80% of the products they use, 80% of the products that they use, they can recommend to their friends and make some of that extra money. And who just knows? And who knows? That may just be a little extra money you get in the will. I'm just saying. And with that, like I said, happy new year. Happy 2022. Let's do it.
Yeah.
And we'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.